The night was heavy with rain, and the hospital hallway smelled like disinfectant and fear. A young woman stood bent over the counter, one hand on her swollen belly, the other shaking as she tried not to cry. Every step hurt. Every breath felt borrowed. And in that moment, a sentence would be spoken that sounded shocking, even cruel, yet it would change many lives forever. Because kindness doesn't always arrive dressed in soft words. Sometimes it comes wrapped in confusion, pain, and a desperate misunderstanding. This is one of those stories. Before we begin, if stories of real human kindness move your heart, please take a moment to subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. This is Kindness Diaries, where we believe one act of kindness can change generations. Her name was Lily. She was 24, alone, and 9 months pregnant. The father had disappeared the moment the test turned positive. Her family lived 3 states away and barely survived themselves. Lily worked 2 jobs until her feet swelled too much to stand. When the pain started early, she took a bus to the nearest hospital, counting coins in her pocket and prayers in her heart. At the front desk, the nurse looked at her chart and then gently asked about insurance. Lily shook her head. The nurse's face softened, but rules were rules. They would help her, yes, but the bills would come. Big ones. Lily nodded like she understood, but her chest felt tight. She whispered, "I just want my baby to be safe." That's when he walked in. He didn't look like a miracle. He looked like a tired man in an expensive suit. Mid-40s. Graying hair. Eyes that had seen too many boardrooms and not enough birthdays. He was there visiting a hospital wing his foundation helped fund, though few people knew his name. Ethan Hale. A self-made millionaire. Childless. Widowed. Quietly lonely. Ethan stopped when he saw Lily. He noticed the way she leaned on the counter, the way pain twisted her face, the way fear sat in her eyes. He asked the nurse if she needed help. The nurse explained, carefully, professionally. Ethan listened. Then he looked at Lily and said something that stunned everyone. "You can't pay for the birth," he said slowly. "But I need a child." The room went silent. Lily's eyes widened in fear. The nurse stiffened. The words sounded wrong, even dangerous. Ethan realized it immediately. He raised his hands, his voice shaking, not with power, but with regret. "That's not what I meant," he said. "Sorry. I've lost my way with words." He took a breath and tried again. "I lost my wife years ago. We couldn't have children. I've spent my life building wealth, thinking it would fill the space. It didn't. But that doesn't give me the right to say something like that." Lily swallowed hard. "I don't want anything from anyone," she whispered. "I just don't want my baby to suffer." Ethan nodded. "Then let me help in the right way." He spoke to the hospital administrator that night. He paid for Lily's delivery, her recovery, and weeks of care afterward. No contracts. No conditions. No promises. Just help. During the long hours of labor, Ethan sat in the waiting room. He didn't know why he stayed. Maybe guilt. Maybe hope. Maybe something deeper. When the baby cried for the first time, Lily cried too, not just from pain, but from relief. She held her daughter close, whispering promises she wasn't sure she could keep. The nurse smiled and said, "She's strong." In the days that followed, Ethan visited, but always asked permission. He brought books, not gifts. He listened more than he spoke. Lily learned his story. How success had cost him friendships. How his house felt empty. How he donated millions but still felt useless. "You don't look useless," Lily said one afternoon. "You just look lonely." Her honesty surprised him. It also healed something. Weeks passed. Lily faced a hard truth. She loved her daughter more than life, but she had no stable home, no childcare, no safety net. She cried alone at night, feeling ashamed for even thinking the thoughts she was thinking. One evening, she asked Ethan to sit with her. "I'm scared," she said. "I want my baby to have a life I can't give her right now." Ethan listened without interrupting. "I'm not asking you to take her," Lily said quickly. "I just needed to say it out loud." Ethan nodded. Whatever you decide, it should come from love, not pressure. And you won't be alone in it. They met with counselors, social workers, lawyers. Everything was done the right way. Slowly. Carefully. Ethically. Lily learned about open adoption. About staying connected. About choosing love without disappearing. The day she signed the papers, her hands shook. Ethan's did too. "This doesn't make you weak," he said softly. "It makes you brave." Lily went back to school. The foundation helped with tuition. Not as charity, but as belief. She became a nurse. The same kind who once stood behind that counter. Ethan became a father. Not by buying a child, but by earning the right to love one. He learned bedtime stories. Missed meetings for school plays. Discovered that the smallest hands could hold the biggest heart. And Lily stayed in her daughter's life. Birthday cards. Visits. Phone calls filled with laughter. The child grew up knowing she was chosen, twice. On her 10th birthday, the girl asked a simple question. "Why do I have two parents and two hearts?" Ethan smiled and said, "Because kindness made room for more love." Lily watched from across the room, tears in her eyes. Not of loss, but of gratitude. Because kindness didn't fix everything overnight. It didn't erase pain or poverty or fear. But it created a bridge where a wall once stood. And that's how real kindness works. It listens. It learns. It lifts without taking. So if you ever feel like your help won't matter, remember this: one moment of compassion, offered the right way, can change generations. Thank you for watching Kindness Diaries. May this story remind you that the greatest gifts can never be bought, only given, with love.